Hello guys, welcome to the JavaScript tutorial. Previously we have discussed data types, operator, null versus undefined, control flow, function, hoisting. Today we'll discuss about temporal dead zone. Temporal dead zone means we can't access the variable in that zone. When we declare the variable, then during the creation phase, it will be hosted to the top of the script. But there is a concept called TDZ for the latent constant. When you declare the variable with latent constant, then during the creation phase, it will be hoisted to the top of the script. And if you try to access those variable, then it will return the reference error because those variable are into the TDZ area. TDZ area means we can't access those variable in that particular time span. So once the declaration reached and the variable initialized, then the TDJ ends. This is applicable for latent constant but not for the var. Why not for the var? Because during the creation phase, when the variable is hosted, then it will be stored into the memory and undefined will be assigned to that variable. So and we can access those variable which declare with var. Let's take some example. Okay, suppose I have written let counter equals to 10. Now I am trying to access counter here. So during the creation phase, the counter variable will be stored into the memory, and that time I am trying to access the counter. So it will give me the reference error because the TDJ zone has started for the late. So I can say the zone has started from here. TDJ starts for a late. Okay, or for counter variable. It will continue till here also, but when it sees okay the counter is declared and it been initialized, then the TDZ ends. So at that point we can access that variable. Okay, now if we'll do this thing, see it's throwing reference error because this counter is into the TDZ area. So in that area we can't access this variable, but if we'll try to access after the declaration, then we can get the result because the TDJ ends with the declaration and initialization. Same for the constant. When you declare the variable with the constant, the same concept will be applied as like the let console.log. Then in here I'm trying to access counter again. Then I've declared var counter equals to 10. During the creation phase, the counter will be stored into the memory and undefined will be assigned to the counter variable. So the var TDJ zone start from here, ends from here. So TDJ zone starts from here and ends also from this line. So that's why we can access that variable. So you can see the result undefined. I'll take another example. Console log the name one, let name one, the name one equals to Sachin. So TDZ zone starts here, it will continue in here, it will ends until and unless the variable is initialized with the value the TDZ will continue. Okay, we use the TDZ concept to prevent errors by accessing the uninitialized variables. We have taken an example, the counter function. Inside the counter function, we have declared var n equals to 10. Then we have written a if block. Inside that, again we have declared with n, let n, then n plus 20. Then we are trying to console this n. So what is happening here? We know the let is a block scope. So I need to see the block scope. Then it's basically the TDZ zone, the TDZ of n will start from here. So it will not end because it's not initialized with any value. So if n is not initialized and if we're trying to access it here, then it will throw the reference error. Now there will be a question in our mind, हम लोग तो बाहर में n declare किए, then why it's not taking this n as this n? Because when we have seen already we have declared the variable with the name of n. That means this existence of n is gone. This existence of n will start from here. So during the creation phase, when you declare the variable with the name of n, then what happens? तब क्या होता है? तब होता है इसका जो TDZ जोन होते हैं ना, ये यहीं पे शुरू होता है, ये खत्म नहीं होते बिकॉज हम लोग कोई वैल्यू इस n में कोई असाइन नहीं किए, n में असाइन कर देते, then if you try to access that, then we can't get that error. But before that we are trying to access that n, that's why we are getting the reference error. Thank you guys for watching the video. We will meet in the next session.